Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas. I'm testing a retail level, retail grade, I don't know what you want to call this thing, but it's Mother's Powerball, right? You guys have probably seen this thing in the stores. You can get them at Walmart for like $24, which right now, in my opinion, is probably one of the worst investments I have ever made. But here's the deal, Mother's Powerball, it tells us right on the instructions here that I can speed across diamond plate within seconds. Well, I guess if the diamond plate is relatively new, it's not all that tarnished, it hasn't gotten dull over years and years, that might be true. But here's the deal that I can't stand with some of these large corporations, right? If I read the instructions with Mother's, with their Powerball, it tells me they suggest I use a cordless drill and to use it slowly. Okay, Mothers, what does that mean? You're a very large company. Did you test the ball? Do you know its best, its maximum potential? Like, where is the sweet spot for this ball? Is it 900 RPMs? Is it 600 RPMs? Is it 1200 RPMs? Who knows? And this is what a lot of these large companies do when they sell on a retail level to the innocent buying public. They leave their instructions so vague because it gives them wiggle room. They don't give you suggested RPM rating. All they do is tell you to use a cordless drill. Well, first of all, if I have to do this whole toolbox with a cordless drill, forget it. I'm going to go through so many batteries it doesn't even make sense. But here's the deal. They say if I use a corded drill, which I'm going to use in this demonstration, they tell me to run it slow, don't get high speeds, don't use a lot of torque, don't apply a lot of pressure, kind of feather the trigger. Again, I'm completely lost. Can you at least give me, I mean, I'm sure you tested the ball, Mothers, right? You tested it in your little laboratory. You probably tested it at 500 RPMs and said, nope, that's no good. 900, ooh, that's the sweet spot. Why don't we tell the buying public that? But they don't. It's a waste of time. But here you go. I've got this diamond-plated box. I've been playing with this ball, and it's frustrating the heck out of me because there's such better ways to do this. Cost you less money. But here I go. I'm going to take a little bit of the polish, right? I'm going to put it on my finger. This is probably a no-no. It says to wipe it on the surface that I'm trying to work on or on the ball liberally. I don't know. I don't know what liberally means. I mean, that may mean something to Mothers, which means something completely different to me. But I'll use common sense here. I've been detailing for a long time. I'll put a little polish in that area. It looks like plenty of polish for me. And now what I'm going to do is wipe off my finger because I got this disgusting stuff all over my finger, right? And I'm going to go in with my corded drill. It's completely tight on the chuck. It's ready to go. I'm going to go in slow just to pick up that polish and get the polish to kind of absorb inside the ball, and then I'll ramp up my speed and see what I can do. All right, I feel pretty comfortable that I can ramp up my speed because I won't sling it. Now, what's fast, what's slow? I don't know. Maybe some of you guys can tell me I'm a complete idiot. I'm going too slow, but I'll speed up. All right, the poor guy that's using a cordless drill to kind of go through this, as Mother says, within seconds. I mean, that poor guy that's trying to do that, he's going to go through so many batteries. But let me just wipe up the residue from the polish. Do I have a little bit of shining gloss? Yes, but I've got far bigger problems after that, and that's why I call this ball the worst thing on the planet. Sorry, folks. Let me bring you in here and show you this, right? Make sure I can see it on the camera. Do I have shining gloss? Yes, but if we look really closely, I still have some areas that really need to, I mean, it's just dull. I need to get in there and really hammer away at those areas, but I'm so afraid to death to do it with this thing. Plus, if we notice over here by the screwdriver, there's little pieces of foam. Is my finger in the right? Yeah, there's little pieces of foam all over the place. That's coming off the ball. Let me sit you back down here and kind of go over my point with you guys. Let's see, am I in the camera view? Okay. Again, Mothers doesn't suggest, which would be great. They're a large company. I'm sure they tested it, or maybe they haven't. Who knows? But what is the sweet spot for this thing? How much pressure do I need to apply? Yes, common sense would tell me maybe I'm not getting enough out of the polishing ball. I got to apply a little bit more pressure. But the problem is the minute I find myself having to apply a little bit more pressure, I start shooting foam all over the place. If I back up my pressure, it doesn't really do anything for me. It won't get all the dullness out of the stainless, out of the aluminum, out of this aluminum toolbox. This tool, I've just used it in this small area. There's already evidence of this thing completely shredding. So as far as I'm concerned, folks, when it comes to, when it comes to the Mother's Powerball, this probably is going to be far better for something on a smooth surface. On diamond plate, forget it. Walk away. Find some other place to be able to do that, because it says you can speed across diamond plate in seconds. Well, I was in there for, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds. I have no great results here. I'm beating up that ball. I'm losing foam. It's starting to fall apart. This, and again, Mothers doesn't tell you what is the sweet spot for max, for RPM rating. They're not going to tell you, because they love to have wiggle room. These large corporations, if you called them up and said, why is my ball falling apart? They say, well, you're probably running it too fast. And if you ask them what's too fast, they probably won't even tell you. So there's my opinion about the Powerball. As you can tell from my tone, this is a miserable fail for diamond plate. If you want to use it on something, a smooth surface, I think it would be great. I think it would be fine. It will get you where you need to go. But when it comes to a toolbox like this, diamond plated, forget it. You just spent $25 for a ball. The ball's probably going to go down to nothing by the time you're done with this thing, because it's just going to shred it up. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.